y'all know my intro, but I'm going to implement it into what I'm talking about today. I hope everybody out there is well, staying high vibrational. Know a lot of craziness is going on in the world, disasters, all kind of things. And it could be challenging, but I hope that you're staying high, vibe, doing your inner work, staying around good people, doing things that you love to do. We have to do the shadow work, but stay as high vibrational as possible. Now, when I was talking, this conversation I was having this week kind of brought this thought about. And it's pretty much about how some folks, they kind of, the jealousy that goes on in relationships. And this is not only in romantic relationships, this is not only in intimate relationships, but it goes on with people in relationships. It could be siblings, it could be friends, it could be co-workers, it could be all kind of dynamics in your life where there's jealousy. And jealousy is usually somebody like envious of what you have, wanting what you have, or hating on what you have, something like that, right? And I want to put it out there because it's really no reason. Well, it's in us, and so I think it's in us for a reason. However, to hold on to it, to kind of to let that rule you, it's similar to letting our sex drive rule us. I talk about the abstinence journey. I hope you're doing, I haven't talked about it lately, but I hope you're doing well on your journey. And when we have sexual discipline, it's similar to when we can kind of put our jealousy in check. When we can not be envious and we can put that envy in check, because it's stuff that's in us. And when it comes out, I think it comes out to kind of reveal something to us. There's something about that person that you've gotten jealous of that maybe reflects something back to you. You have to, it kind of makes you go to the mirror and, check yourself as far as what's going on that I feel jealous of this person. What's going on that I feel envious of this person? Because it really is a waste of time to let that rule you. Now, when you are trying to hate on what somebody else has, you do damage to yourself, because when you are wishing bad on someone, wishing they don't have what they have, it reflects back on you. That energy that you are trying to send or unintentionally sending is going to reflect back to you, and it does bad for you. And so that's not what you want to do. And hating on what somebody has or whatever's going on with them does the same kind of thing. It negates the things in your life that could go on. And so everybody's on a different path and a different journey. And so there's no reason to let that rule you. Just check that feeling. Why do I feel this way? What makes me feel that way? And it might be something that you feel you want to improve in your own life. There's something that you want to obtain in your own life. There's something that you want to do to look a certain way in your own life, or be a certain way in your own life, or reach a certain status in your own life. I mean, it goes on and on. Whatever makes you jealous, whatever makes you envious. But the thing that gets me the most is when it comes to, the perspectives that cause people to kind of do actions that kind of feed into that enviousness or that jealousy. All right, so that person is jealous and that person is envious of your relationship. So what they do is try to break you up and make that person their boyfriend instead of you being with that person. But it's all perspective, because what you thought was good as you were out on the outside looking in, once you get inside it, it may not be good for you, because you are a different person. These are different dynamics, with different chemistry with each other, and all kinds of things that go into a relationship. And that's just one example. So it really is a waste of time to do that. All you've really done is mess up somebody else's life and have to deal with the karma. But you're not really going to get the same thing that you saw. It's not going to be the same thing that you were envious and jealous of, because you will not create the same exact event in your own life with that person, if that was what, went on. Because that's sometimes what happens, right? Is the guy who goes after the girl who he's jealous of the dude because this girl is fine and they have a happy relationship and it seems happy and beautiful and everything, and he succeeds in breaking them up and getting her. However, it's not the same with them two. He's not happy with this person and he's wondering why. But the reason is because you're a different person, and together you make a different, it's like a recipe. You make a different outcome because it's different ingredients that are going into the mixture. And so it's not the exact same ingredients. And so you're going to have a different outcome. And that goes into everything else. When it goes into jealousy, though, it's about the levels that we're on as individuals. We're all on different journeys, all on different paths. We all make different choices, different lifestyles, and it's just really stuff that, again, we need to look at ourselves and check ourselves about what we can do to reflect the things that we're jealous of, because we want to be at that place. A lot of times we are admiring something from somebody, but it's going into a negative kind of state of mind with the jealousy. And so it just, again, makes us reflect back. And so because we're individuals on individual journeys, I'm, just putting out there, as we go into our intention setting, our visualizations, we doing all our exercises that we do annually, is to focus on yourself for these things. It's not about what somebody else does. You can admire somebody and be inspired by someone, but the goal will never be to become someone else. You take the good things about that person and let it inspire you. Let it speak to you, speak to your soul, and push you forward. Let it educate you. Let it affect your life in a way that's positive and is going to help you succeed and do the things that are maybe similar to that person, but it won't be exact. You're on different paths. And so as we go into this, it's like perspective. It's your own perspective. It's not about anybody else when we're doing these exercises, okay? We definitely want to love on others. We definitely want to give to others. We definitely want to shower our love and affection on people. But it's about you. So do the things in your life that make you smile. All right? Now, we all sometimes smile at the same things, but it may be for different reasons. But what makes you smile? It's not about what this person or that person or the person over there has in their life to make them smile. What makes you smile? All right? And focus on that. What brings you laughter till tears come out of your eyes? Now, that's a tricky one because we definitely don't all have the same sense of humor. Some of us share similar sense of humor, but it's all about how you were raised, when you were raised, the kind of things were going on. It's a whole bunch of things that go into what makes you laugh. And so what makes you laugh? What are the things that create in you that laughter, that gut laugh, that you just fill the room with your laughter until tears start forming in your eyes? And that's what you feel is funny, right? So focus on that and, have that around you, have that in your life. And then what makes you, not anybody else. I mean, we all, want to experience new things and everything else, and we don't know until we experience it if we're gonna like it. That sunset view from the mountain, or the floating in the lake, or the sky, whatever makes you feel good. What is it for you? Okay, it's different for everybody, and sometimes there's similarities between us. But what makes you feel good? What makes you feel light as a feather? Is not only to think about, it's to actually do in your life, to actually bring that stuff into your life, so that when we do that exercise, you have something to reflect on. And it's not about what anybody else does to make them feel good, because not everything that makes you feel good is good for you. It's about what you decide what makes you feel good. And so focus on that, okay? And that's touching me today, as far as this jealousy and envious thing that we all go through, because all of us are human, and we all have to deal with that. And I think it's a lesson. These are lessons that we learn. We learn about each other. We learn about ourselves as we go through this. And so go ahead and, take from that what you will. I hope everybody out there is well again. And don't sit in the jealousy, and don't sit in the envy. Find your life. Find the things in your life that just create those things in you, until, unfortunately, it's going to happen. The next person will find some jealousy and envy from you. And so, that's how it goes. But it's about checking ourselves. This is the month, y'all hear me talking about checking ourselves, right? We got to check ourselves every step of the way. And so this is another step where we have to do that. All right, y'all. So I'm going to keep this short and sweet. I hope everybody out there is well once again. Stay in high vibrational, and